Hey friends, we are going to start with the chapter called Hydrogen Chemistry. A very simple chapter, and let's get back to brass tacks at once. बच्चों की भाषा में चलो सीधा चैप्टर पे जाते हैं, ज्यादा मैं टाइम पास नहीं करूंगा आपके. Now हाइड्रोजन एक ऐसा एलिमेंट है, okay, it is, we call it as the lightest element on this earth, which has one proton and one neutron. No, zero neutrons. If you are talking about hydrogen, हाइड्रोजन के 3 आइसोटोप्स हैं. ओके, ये थोड़ा मैं सिलेबस के बाहर शायद जा रहा हूं. ओके, बट एक मिनट देख लेना यार, क्या फर्क पड़ता है तेरे को. H11, H12 and H13. Hydrogen has 3 isotopes, yeah, which is called protium, deuterium and tritium or tritium. ठीक है यार, शो ऑफ. इसमें एक प्रोटॉन, एक प्रोटॉन, 0 न्यूट्रॉन्स, एक प्रोटॉन, एक न्यूट्रॉन, एक प्रोटॉन, 2 न्यूट्रॉन्स. या so this is about a small briefing about hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen जो गैस है ना, hydrogen is present in the periodic table. Have you heard about the periodic table? Of course you have. Yeah, in your textbook probably on the last page they have given a periodic table. अगर नहीं है, so in one of my videos 10th standard का एक concept, even I think 9th standard में you have periodic table. Yeah, so उसमें there is a table given eventually which is called a modern periodic table. हाइड्रोजन का लोकेशन, पोजीशन 2 जगह पे है. हाइड्रोजन इज लाइक यार दोनों जगह पे साइमल्टेनियसली प्रेजेंट है. So it is like omnipresent. Yeah, why? Let's study. One up. Check. In a periodic table, okay, in a periodic table, I'm not drawing the entire periodic table, please. There are 18 groups, 18 vertical columns. हाइड्रोजन का जो प्रेजेंस है, it is in the first column also and it is in the 17th column also. Hydrogen is present in the first column, first row, or 17th column, first row. Hydrogen is present at both these places. Why? Let's understand. First column में जितने भी elements हैं, all the elements listed in the first column like hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 horizontal rows in a periodic table. You talk about all these elements. What is the common special feature of all of them? क्या speciality क्या है ये लोग में? Check. Their electronic configuration. 1. Lithium is 2,1, sodium is 281, potassium is 2881, and so on. 1 up. Can you say that all these elements have the last shell only 1 electron? Their valence shell configuration is the same. They have only 1 electron in the outermost shell, which is the valence shell. Right? That is the speciality. That is why hydrogen is placed in the first group. The group number, okay, it is same as the number of valence electrons. Yeah, the group number and the number of valence electrons, they resemble each other. So we understood hydrogen is placed in the first group. Why? Because पहले ग्रुप में सारे एलिमेंट्स के पास लास्ट शेल में एक ही इलेक्ट्रॉन है. We call the first group as alkali metals. 17th में हाइड्रोजन, उसके नीचे हाइड्रोजन के नीचे we have फ्लोरीन, क्लोरीन, ब्रोमीन, आयोडीन, एस्टेटाइन. That's it. You don't need to remember the last one. फ्लोरीन का इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन is 2,7. हाइड्रोजन तो पता है 1 है. फ्लोरीन is 2,7, क्लोरीन is 2,8,7, ब्रोमीन is 2,8,8,7, 2,8,18,8,7. It goes on 1 up. तुम बोलोगे सर इसमें 1 है, इसमें 7 है, अभी ये किधर रिजेंबल हुआ? How did this resemble? Check. You know what? ये जो फ्लोरीन, क्लोरीन, ब्रोमीन है ना, they will take 1 electron to become positive. sorry, to become stable. My bad. All these elements which are below hydrogen in the group 17, 17 वाले group में जो hydrogen के नीचे है, they will all accept one electron to become stable. Octet बनेगा. हाइड्रोजन के पास एक ऐसा पावर है, एक ऐसी शक्ति है that it can even give away one electron or it can accept, it can take one electron to achieve stability. Hydrogen can even give away one electron to become H plus, or hydrogen can take one electron and it becomes hydrogen only, but it becomes a duplet. Duplet matlab it will have two electrons in the outermost or the only shell. Yeah, it becomes stable. It becomes stable. Duplet stability. That means hydrogen can act as both oxidizing agent also and reducing agent also. It can take electron also and it can give electron also. Now listen to me, my friends. ये जो first group है ना, we call this as alkali metals. Okay, they are all metals. And what is the speciality of a metal? What is the speciality? They will give one electron. They give away electrons. When you give away ganda, gandagi, electron, negative, जब तू देता है, तो you feel light, you feel positive when you give electron. So you become electropositive. You become electropositive. You gave your dirty electron, you gave your dirty electron to someone else. You undergo oxidation. But you are a reducing agent. Yeah, you stupid fella, you made someone else bad. You gave your dirty power to someone else. So you are a which agent? You have reduced someone. You have incurred a sin. तूने पाप किया. मत कर ऐसे. तो थोड़ा ड्रामेटिक हो गया. But can I say oxidation मतलब I give my electron to someone else. I oxidize. But I am reducing him. So he is a reducing agent. I am a reducing agent. He undergoes reduction. Okay, so give away electron, electropositive, oxidation, they are reducing agents. Okay, and their valency is 1 plus because they give away electrons. Hence, hydrogen is placed in group number 1, which is alkali metals. Also, 17th group is called halogen group. Halogens. Roman number 7a भी बोलते हैं. This is Roman number 1a. Okay, halogens, they are all like non-metals. They are strongly non-metals. They accept an electron. They become electronegative. Then third one, they undergo reduction. But they are good people. They are oxidizing agents. Right? So this was about hydrogen ka placement. Hydrogen can be placed at both the positions, group 1 or Roman 1a and group number 17 or Roman 7. Right? And reason and why we have already studied. Now talking about hydrogen ka preparation. This is my first answer. This is my first answer. Location or position of hydrogen. Second, I'll talk about the lab method of preparation of hydrogen. हाइड्रोजन बनाने का लैबोरेटरी मेथड, lab method. What is it? Let's check. Okay, first thing, it's a big answer, it's a huge answer. Check, it's important. It's very important. Okay, textbook पे they have given a different way. मेरा सिखाने का तरीका अलग है. There is a flask, okay, or a beaker, whatever you can say. ठीक है ना? Okay, there is a flask out here, and we have a thistle funnel, and we have a delivery tube which passes through 3 washer bottles. This is not given, this diagram is not given in the book. They have directly made, I'll tell you what, give me a minute. Okay, and then it passes through a U-shaped tube. Okay, and then it passes through a beaker containing inverted cylinder. Yeah, this is what is given. Okay. Yes, they have straight away given the first and the last. Beach wala sab gapchi. खा गए वो लोग. Don't do that. This is the actual experiment which takes place, right? So we have water in this. Okay, water is blue. What is color this here? But come on, I represent it with blue. Yeah, this is the water. Initially, water is full. ये पूरा भरा है पानी से. Okay, I'm not making the complete thing, but I'm just making it this much. Initially, the water level is full, right? Here we have reactant as granulated zinc, and from the thistle funnel, this is on a mesh wire gauze, and a gentle heating, my friends. Yeah, gentle heating needed. Okay. From here, I am pouring a dilute acid. कोई भी चलेगा यार, सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड और हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड, दो में से एक यार, डोंट यूज नाइट्रिक एसिड. So the reactants is going to be dilute HCl plus zinc granules. So as I said, dilute HCl plus zinc granules, gentle heating. Okay, let's see what is the reaction taking place. Zn plus dilute HCl gives you a salt ZnCl2 and hydrogen gas is evolved. तो इधर से जो गैस निकलेगा, it is going to be hydrogen gas, जो गंदगी से भरा होगा. It will be moist and it will be full of impurities. So the gas which will escape from the delivery tube, yeah, this one, it is going to be moist, okay, hydrogen gas which contains impurities. Now a question, sir, हम लोग ने granulated zinc क्यों use किया? We call it as a commercial form of zinc. Commercial, first, it is cheap and easily available. Second, granulated zinc ना, granules मतलब crush, surface area बढ़ेगा, reaction will be faster. So remember, why granulated? Because you want to increase the surface area and you want a faster reaction. Second, zinc granulated also consists of impurities which act as a catalyst. Reaction is fast and smooth. So two reasons why we use granulated zinc. Sorry, three reasons. Reason number one, cheap and easily available. It's commercial form of zinc. Second, granules means crush यार, crush it. Area बढ़ेगा, surface area बढ़ेगा, reaction faster. And it all third advantage, it has impurities which act as a catalyst, right? So इधर से जो निकलेगा, that is going to be moist hydrogen with impurities. मतलब ये hydrogen के साथ बहुत सारे gases निकलेंगे रे. Okay, so you need to remove all of them. So we pass this hydrogen through washer bottles. Water bottle नहीं, washer bottle. This is called washer bottle 1. इसके अंदर washer bottle 1 के अंदर we have agno 3. This is washer bottle 2. इसके अंदर we have PbNO3 twice. And this is washer bottle 3. इसके अंदर we have NaOH, sodium hydroxide or KOH. These are the substances which are present in the washer bottles. And this is a condenser U tube. We have anhydrous calcium chloride. Yeah, so this is anhydrous CaCl2, which is obviously a drying agent. So first things first, come on my friends, my dear friends, agno 3, which is present inside the washer bottle 1, it will remove impurities like arsine and phosphine. We call it as Ash3 or Ph3. Ash3 or Ph3. ऐसे मैं याद रखता हूँ. तो Agno3, that is silver nitrate, will remove the impurities like arsine and phosphine. PbNO3 twice, that is lead nitrate, will remove the impurities like hydrogen sulfide gas. अरे हाइड्रोजन के साथ निकले हैं ये सारे गैसेस, निकालना पड़ेगा because final answer I want is only hydrogen. Sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide removes gases like NO2, CO2 and SO2. This, which is anhydrous CaCl2, it removes moisture, right? And finally, इधर से जो gas निकलेगा, it will be pure dry hydrogen gas. The final gas which I get or collected after the U tube or the condenser tube is going to be pure hydrogen gas. And remember one thing, पहले ये full of water था, it was filled with water. Hydrogen is lighter, hydrogen will rise up and it will accumulate out here. So this is going to be hydrogen gas. और ये क्या करेगा, पानी को धक्का मारेगा. मैं हल्का हूं, मुझे ऊपर जाने दे, तू नीचे जा, तू भारी है, तू गेंडा है. Hydrogen gas is light, it will go up, it will push the water down. So we say that hydrogen gas is collected by downward displacement of water. Water is displaced, water is moving in the downward direction. So can I say collection की अगर बात करता हूं, collection, yes, I will speak that hydrogen is collected by downward displacement of water. That's how hydrogen is collected, and it is very, very, very sparingly soluble in water. Right? So this is the method of preparing hydrogen gas using the laboratory method of preparation. But ये बहुत ही चीनी मिनी टीनो quantity में मिलता है. The quantity, the proportion, the ratio obtained of hydrogen out here is very small. What if you want hydrogen in a vast quantity? We use industrial method of preparation, which is called a Bosch process. And that's my answer number 3 for you all. Making hydrogen using Bosch process. Moving on with the industrial method of preparation. Industrial, भारी मात्रा में, a good amount, a good quantity of hydrogen. If I want, I'm going to go with a process called Bosch process. BOSCH, Bosch process. Bosch process में what you do is you basically remember 4 main reactions. 4 reaction याद रखो. First one, the first reaction, coke. Coca-Cola nahi, coke, carbon, it's a form of carbon, allotrope. Okay, coke reacts with steam. You need to mention steam. Khatam. Water mat likh rahe. Okay, coke reacts with steam at a very high temperature, solid temperature, endothermic reaction. Coke reacts with steam at a very high temperature to form CO plus H2, which is collectively called water gas. Yeah, water gas. Minus delta मतलब it's an endothermic reaction. बहुत ज़्यादा मात्रा में heat is taken in and stored in the product. Okay, so the heat is taken by the reactants and stored inside the product with a lot of heat energy in the resulting product. So it's an endothermic reaction. Step number 2, the reaction continues. Water gas reacts with excess of steam or steam dal. At a slightly low temperature, the temperature is 450 degrees Celsius, in the presence of a catalyst, Fe2O3, and in the presence of a promoter, Cr2O3. chromium oxide and iron oxide, catalyst and promoter. Some people don't know what's a promoter. Kindly wait. And to give you carbon dioxide gas plus hydrogen gas, and this is an exothermic reaction. भारी मात्रा में heat is evolved into the atmosphere in the chamber. Now listen to me. What exactly do you mean by catalyst and promoter? Listen. ये जो reactants है ना, these are all reactants. Reactants है ना, they are like workers. They are like workers. कंपनी में काम करते हैं, एम्प्लॉइज हैं, एम्प्लॉइज. ये सारे जो रिएक्टेंट्स हैं ना, मैं उसको एम्प्लॉइज बोलता हूं. ये कंपनी के लिए काम करते हैं. कैटलिस्ट इज लाइक अ सीईओ, कंपनी का हेड तो नहीं, बट सीईओ, गुड पोस्ट. तो कैटलिस्ट क्या करेगा? कैटलिस्ट काम नहीं करेगा. What does a CEO of a company do? A CEO of a company will take care कि भाई सब workers properly काम कर रहे हैं कि नहीं. He will just take care and he will also motivate them. Motivate करेगा. तू काम बहुत बढ़िया करता है, बाप, क्या काम करता है, सुपर काम. ऐसा काम करेगा तो प्रमोशन होगा तेरा. He will motivate the workers. So catalyst will not take part in the reaction. He will not work, but he will speeden up the reaction. He will motivate the workers. Charged up रखेगा. अभी CEO को चार्ज कौन करेगा? It is the boss. कंपनी का boss. Okay. So promoter is like a boss. Promoter क्या करेगा? वो catalyst पे ध्यान देगा. He will not even see what the workers are doing. Promoter will enhance the efficiency of a catalyst. This is the technicality. Promoter enhances the efficiency of a catalyst. वो CEO को बोलेगा. The boss will call CEO. इधर आओ. Come here. Your pay package was 30 lakhs, right? This year I am giving you a free Dubai trip with your kids and family, and plus a Hyundai Creta car. तो सीईओ खुश हो गया, अरे मस्त है, और काम करेंगे, कंपनी बढ़ेगी, सब बढ़ेंगे, सबका ग्रोथ होगा. So a boss will take care about CEO. It will enhance the efficiency of CEO. CEO will take care about the workers. That's how it goes. So promoter is Cr2O3. Okay, and in the final product side, there are three gases जो chamber में present होंगे. There are three gases which are present in the chamber. One of them is carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide and hydrogen. Carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide and hydrogen. I will have to remove this. Then only I will get hydrogen gas, right? So basically, I want to separate these three gases from each other जो chamber में बन चुके हैं. So let's start removing carbon dioxide. I think हम लोग ने laboratory method में we already studied how to remove carbon dioxide. It was in washer bottle 3. Recollect. Washer bottle 3 में we had NaOH or we had KOH. Alkali. It reacts with carbon dioxide to form Na2CO3. Okay, Na2CO3 plus water, and this forms K2CO3 plus water. दोनों में plus water add करना. I'm not balancing the reactions. Okay, you can balance them by yourself. So I can say that Na2CO3, मतलब definitely carbon dioxide has been removed as a gas from the chamber. Chamber में ये liquid state में आ जाएगा, which can settle at the bottom of the reactor, okay, or the chamber you can say. So in order to remove carbon dioxide gas, we use an alkali. It forms sodium carbonate or potassium carbonate with water. It will settle at the bottom of the chamber. अभी reactor में, chamber में, there are two gases which are left. Two gases. One is carbon monoxide and one is my chahita, my required hydrogen gas. Let's remove carbon monoxide. किसकी बारी है? इसकी. We are going to use ammoniacal cuprous chloride solution. So it is CuCl plus 2 water molecules plus it will react with carbon monoxide forming a liquid form of CuCl.CO.2H2O. Yeah, this is aqueous. So can I say obviously carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide are removed from the chamber. So therefore the only gas left in the chamber is my required hydrogen gas. So this is called the Bosch process. Right? So this was my third answer. My fourth answer is about the reactions. Lot of reactions. Okay. First, I'm going to talk about reaction with water. Reaction with water. Okay, now talking about the reactivity series, there are it's divided into 3 plus 1 plus 4. 3 plus 1 plus 4. Reactivity series में sodium, potassium and calcium are very active metals. Magnesium के बाद ये 5 वाले, these 5, they are active metals. Okay, so we are going to talk about सारे 8, all 8 of them reaction with water. Let's see. Okay, so reaction with water of these 8 very active and active metals. Okay, let's begin with the first one, sodium. Sodium reacts with cold water. You need to mention cold water. Second, potassium and calcium also are very active. They react with cold water. And they form hydroxide. Hydroxide, metallic hydroxide. So NaOH, KOH and calcium hydroxide, CaOH twice. And with all of them, my intention is to get hydrogen gas. That's why I'm doing this. Chapter का नाम hydrogen है. Produce क्या करना है? Hydrogen. So can I come to a conclusion that a generalized statement, very active metal plus cold water gives me a metallic hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. Okay, remember this as a standardized or a general statement. Very active metal plus cold water gives me a metallic hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. Okay. Balance के लिए अगर मैं करने जाऊं, so 2 and 2. Yeah, same out here. 2 and 2. And calcium, I think it's already balanced, na? Nahin? Yeah, 2 out here, yeah. That's it. This is the balancing part. Okay, the next one, the next set. I spoke about these 3. But I want to speak a bit more. मुझे और भी इस पे चर्चा करनी है. I want to speak more about these things. Now listen. When cold water reacts with sodium and potassium, na, globules are formed. Globules are formed. Globules क्या है? Globules are like covering on the surface. Surface पे एक coating, covering form होता है. As a result of which hydrogen can't escape easily. हाइड्रोजन को निकलने में मुश्किल होगी because it is a gas which is escaping out, the gas which is liberating out. So it liberates with थोड़ा difficulty, plus these are exothermic reactions, they are vigorous reactions. अरे vigorous मतलब a lot of heat is generated. They are exothermic reactions. So usually even cold water के साथ they are dangerous. You have to handle with care. Okay, so very active metals with even cold water is vigorous, dangerous, exothermic reaction. So we don't much prefer that. Okay, going on with the next set. The next set is with magnesium, aluminium, zinc, Fe. I'll take 4. Magnesium cannot react with cold water. Cold water से reaction इतना smooth नहीं होगा. It reacts with boiling water. And with all the next 3 of them, they react only with steam. Only steam. Not even boiling water, not even cold water. Remember, the last one is a reversible reaction with iron. Okay, so magnesium plus boiling water gives magnesium oxide plus hydrogen, aluminium oxide plus hydrogen, zinc oxide plus hydrogen, and iron 3 oxide, that is a magnetic oxide plus hydrogen. Remember that, it's a star reaction. If you happen to balance all of these, balance करने बैठे, first one is balanced, second one either 2, 3, yeah, balanced. Third one is already balanced. Fourth one 3, 4, 4. Yeah, that's balanced. So if I write a general reaction, जरा check करना. General reaction. Active metal, इधर था very active metal. Active metal plus boiling water or steam. Boiling water or steam, it gives me a metallic oxide. Oh my gosh. This is a hydroxide. This is oxide. Don't confuse. Plus hydrogen gas is liberated. That's it. So these are the reactions with khali water. Now we are going to study the reactions with acid. अभी मेरी बात सुन. ये जो बहुत एक्टिव मेटल्स है ना, सोडियम, पोटेशियम, कैल्शियम, वाटर के साथ ही इट इज अ विगरस रिएक्शन. तो सोच एसिड के साथ तो ब्रह्मांड उत्पात हो जाता. सो यूजुअली दिस सोडियम, पोटेशियम एंड कैल्शियम डू नॉट, they are not supposed to react with acids. मतलब they react, but it is very dangerous, very exothermic, very vigorous. It is risky. तेरे को अगर सुसाइड कमिट करना है तो ये कर सकता है, मत करना. No, it's dangerous. So these very active metals should not be reacted with acids. So my reactions will be with MgAl, Zn, Pb and Fe. So reaction with acid में सिर्फ 5 रिएक्शन होंगे. With water there were 8 of them. 7 I have written. The next set of reaction is with dilute acid. Very active metals should not be reacted. It's very vigorous reaction. So active metals की बात करते हैं with dilute acid. Now acid में ना you can use hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid. Nitric acid should not be preferred. मैं ऐसा नहीं बोला should not be used. It is not preferred. क्यों? That's my next answer. ठहरना भाई, गाय क्यों करता? Chill man. So my fifth answer is dilute acid with active metals, not very active. Okay. So we have 5 of them. First, we have magnesium, aluminium, zinc, Fe and Pb. Now, why have I done an asterisk on Pb? I'll come to it. These are active metals. Plus, let's take HCl पहले में, दूसरे में I'll take H2SO4. अरे my wish यार, I'm just playing with it. तीसरे में HCl, चौथे में H2SO4, random, and this is HCl. Okay, just random. Mix, मजा आएगा. Okay, Mg plus HCl, dilute acid plus active metal gives a salt and hydrogen gas. Salt बनेगा magnesium chloride plus hydrogen liberated. Salt will be aluminium sulfate. Aluminium is 3 plus sulfate is SO4 2 minus. So Al2SO4 thrice. Check. Yeah. And this is going to be ZnCl2 plus hydrogen. This is going to be FeSO4 plus hydrogen. PbCl2 plus hydrogen. Last reaction not preferred. उसका भी एक अलग रीजन है, ठहरना भाई. Not preferred. Why? Give me 5 minutes. Okay, now balancing the reactions is going to be 2 balanced. Al2SO4 thrice, there's going to be 3 out here because sulfur is 3, aluminium is 2, oxygen is 12, yeah, hydrogen is 6, so either 3. There's ZnCl2, 2 out here. Fe, this is balanced, and 2 out here, balanced here. All the reactions are balanced. So can I say an active metal plus dilute acid gives me a salt plus hydrogen gas is evolved, liberated. Now, my sixth answer, why is lead not preferred in the reaction? क्यों lead को prefer नहीं किया जाता? सुन मेरी बात, ये जो lead है ना, it forms a salt called PbCl2 which is a precipitate. Lead है ना, it forms PbCl2 which is a white color का PPT and it forms a coating. वो test tube में, बीकर में, apparatus में एक coating बनाएगा. It will form a coating. So it forms a coating and you know what? ये कोटिंग क्या करेगा? वो हाइड्रोजन को बाहर नहीं आने देगा इजीली. So which will not let hydrogen to escape easily. हाइड्रोजन को मुश्किल से उसमें से वो छोटे छोटे स्मॉल होल्स ढूंढ के ऐसे धक्का मुक्की मार के बाहर आना पड़ेगा. Why यार? When I am getting hydrogen very smoothly from all the other reactions, when I have options, why will I make hydrogen using a bad method? Hence, lead is not preferred because it forms a coating of PbCl2, as a result of which the hydrogen cannot come out, liberate, escape easily. Hence, lead is not preferred. So that's my give reason. Lead cannot be preferred or used. Okay. Seventh answer. Why am I always going with HCl and H2SO4? क्यों? Nitric acid ने कोई पाप किया है क्या? Is there any problem with nitric acid? Yes. Check. Nitric acid HNO3 is not preferred. Give reason. Because nitric acid is a highly oxidizing agent. It is a highly oxidizing agent. इसका मतलब है, सुन मेरी बात, नाइट्रिक एसिड के घर में अशांति ही अशांति है. There is a lot of problem यार, internal problems है नाइट्रिक एसिड में. इसके घर में मारा मारी होते रहता है, झगड़ा झगड़ी होते रहता है, किसी का एक दूसरे के साथ बनता नहीं है. They are always fighting यार. No, always fighting. They are not compatible. They can't live happily with each other यार. You know what happens? Listen, देख क्या होता है. Nitric acid on its own, अपने आप, without any external factor, it decomposes, breaks down to form hydrogen, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen are not balancing. Actually nascent oxygen, there is something called as nascent oxygen. Okay, now listen. Nitric acid on its own, it decomposes, breaks down to form these three things. Hydrogen, hydrogen nahi, sorry. Yeah, hydrogen. No, wait. It's water. I think it's water. Yeah, water, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen. I'm still not very much sure about this, but yeah, I think it's water. And nascent oxygen. मेरा नजर इस पे है. Nascent oxygen. Okay, just एक second. I'm not very sure. Either it's either hydrogen or water. Okay, it's there in 10th standard. Yeah, you can just check it. Okay, where I was, that nascent oxygen. Nascent oxygen वो क्या करेगा पता है? इसमें से जो हाइड्रोजन निकला ना, द हाइड्रोजन विच इज एस्केप्ड फ्रॉम एनी ऑफ द रिएक्शन, द नेसेंट ऑक्सीजन विल टेक हाइड्रोजन, स्नैच, छीन लेगा हाइड्रोजन को. द नेसेंट ऑक्सीजन विल टेक अवे हाइड्रोजन, forming water, because hydrogen and oxygen have a high affinity for each other. They love each other. जन्म जन्म के साथी है वो लोग, hydrogen and oxygen. So when oxygen, nascent is more active. Nascent oxygen is more active, more dangerous. Once it sees hydrogen, it pulls it. तो मेरा aim क्या है? कौन सा चैप्टर पढ़ रहा हूँ? I am studying hydrogen chapter. मुझे हाइड्रोजन चाहिए. I want hydrogen. I'm not getting hydrogen because the byproduct, the final product obtained is water. Hence, HNO3 से हाइड्रोजन नहीं मिलेगा, वाटर मिलेगा. As a result of which we don't prefer HNO3 because it is a highly oxidizing agent. Right? Okay, my eighth answer is about amphoteric ऑक्साइड्स. एम्फोटेरिक का मतलब सब्सटेंसेस विच रिएक्ट विद एसिड एंड बेस, दोनों के साथ रिएक्ट करते हैं टू फॉर्म सॉल्ट एंड वाटर. दुनिया में 3 एम्फोटेरिक ऑक्साइड्स है, अपने सिलेबस में 3 यू कैन से. एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड, लेड ऑक्साइड एंड जिंक ऑक्साइड. So Al2O3, PbO, ZnO. These are 3 amphoteric oxides. They can react with acid also, base also to form salt and water. Let me make them react with. So as I said, amphoteric oxides can react with acid base to form salt water. Even we have amphoteric hydroxides. एम्फोटेरिक के जो सब्सटेंसेस है ना, वो ये 3 एलिमेंट से बनते हैं, एल्यूमिनियम, जिंक एंड लेड. सो एम्फोटेरिक हाइड्रोक्साइड में इट विल बी AlOH thrice which can react with acid or base both. इसमें it is going to be ZnOH twice and here it is going to be PbOH twice to form salt and water. Right. However, इसके reactions are not there, but I just wanted to tell you that there are 6 substances, yeah, aluminium oxide and hydroxide, zinc oxide and hydroxide, lead oxide and hydroxide, which are amphoteric in nature. We have reactions with alkali now, finally. So we had reaction with water, we had reaction with acid, and now the reaction with alkali. Taking 3 of the elements with 3 alkali. कौन से लेने के? Let's take magnesium, zinc and aluminium. You can take lead also. They react with an alkali which is called NaOH. They react with alkali NaOH, they react with alkali KOH and react इसको NaOH के साथ लेते हैं. याद रखना, एल्यूमिनियम में फ्री में, मुफ्त में पानी भी आएगा. You also have water involved. So it forms a salt. Magnesium and sodium double salt बनेगा. Okay, in 10th standard acid, bases and salts में you have something called as a double salt. अभी मुझे मत पूछ. A salt which has 2 metals, 2 cations. Okay, so it becomes. I think book में they have not taken Mg. They have given with a Pb. So let me take the same thing ना, Pb के साथ लेते हैं. It is going to be Na2PO2, that is plus hydrogen. It will give you sodium plumbite. ठीक है ना. अगर if you balance end में करते हैं, this gives you K2ZnO2. Look, potassium and zinc both are metals. A double salt having two cations. ऐसे भी salt होते हैं. K2ZnO2 plus hydrogen, and this is going to be NaHaloO2. पानी से NaHaloO2 plus hydrogen. So these are going to be the salts formed. Balancing is simple. 2 sodium, 2 sodium. Yeah, I think it's balanced. 2 potassium, 2 potassium, balanced. AlO2, and this is already balanced. So can I come to a conclusion? An active metal plus an alkali gives me a double salt plus hydrogen gas, which is evolved. So these are the few reactions of producing hydrogen gas, yes, with water, acid and base or an alkali. And this was a small concept on amphoteric oxides. So देखने जाए तो this is my 9th answer. Yes, this is the reaction with alkali of active metals to give hydrogen. So my first answer for this chapter was the location of hydrogen. Second answer was about the laboratory method of preparation. Third method was the industrial method of preparation, Bosch process. My fourth answer for this chapter was reaction with water. Fifth answer was reaction with acid. Sixth was why is lead not preferred as a reactant with an acid. Seventh, why is nitric acid not preferred in the reaction with active metals? Eighth answer about amphoteric oxides and hydroxides. And my ninth answer is about reaction of active metal, or usually the amphoteric wala metals, yeah, the Al, Zn, Pb, amphoteric wala metals with alkali. Alkali में दो ही हैं अपने syllabus में, NaOH and KOH. Right? Go through these 9 answers. We are almost on the end of the chapter. We're going to talk about the uses and a few chemical tests. I think that's it. Last part of the chapter, which is test and the uses of hydrogen. Test में how do you come to know कि ये hydrogen gas है? How will you recognize that the gas out here is hydrogen? Because if you talk about hydrogen gas as a property, it is colorless, it is odorless, it is tasteless, yeah, it is inflammable. It catches fire. So how do you come to know? Listen, a pure hydrogen burns with a pale blue flame. And if you talk about hydrogen air mixture, hydrogen when mixed with air, it gives a characteristic pop sound. जब स्कॉच का बॉटल खुलता है तो वो ढक्कन कैसे खुलता है? How does that cork move out and a sound comes? Yeah, that's a pop sound. So you can say a hydrogen plus air mixture, it gives a characteristic pop sound. Okay, so this is how you'll come to know कि हाँ यार, this is तो hydrogen gas. Yes, so this is about the tests. Okay, if I'm talking about the uses of hydrogen, there are so many uses यार, बहुत सारे uses हैं. Look, hydrogen is used in meteorological balloons. Meteorological balloons में use होते हैं. Then it is used in, I'll just write the keywords. Meteorological balloons. Second, they are used for extraction of metals. Extraction of metals because they are excellent reducing agents. That means, for example, zinc oxide is there. When you react with hydrogen, it is used for extraction of zinc. वो zinc देगा मेरे को, oxygen निकल जाएगा. It will give me zinc. So that is going to be ZnO, Zn plus water. So can I say it gives me a metal which is zinc? It is helpful in extraction of metals from their oxides or hydroxides. Then it is used in welding purposes, cutting metals, because welding purposes. The reason is there is something called as oxyhydrogen flame. Oxyhydrogen and oxyacetylene flame भी होता है. ऑक्सीहाइड्रोजन फ्लेम का जो टेम्परेचर है ना, इट इज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 2800 डिग्री सेल्सियस. मेटल्स को काटने के लिए, बर्न करने के लिए, टू वेल्ड देम, टू कट देम, हाइड्रोजन इज यूज्ड. फिर बहुत यूजेस है यार. इट इज यूज्ड टू मेक, मैन्युफैक्चर अमोनिया. अरे बहुत सारे कंपाउंड्स है. यू नो, नाइट्रोजन प्लस हाइड्रोजन, it's a reversible reaction, it gives ammonia. Then hydrogen plus oxygen, yeah, water. Then hydrogen plus chlorine, it gives me HCl. Yeah, in the presence of diffuse sunlight, many conditions are there. Hydrogen plus sulfur gives me hydrogen sulfide gas. So hydrogen is used to produce so many different products, so many substances. उसके लिए भी काम आता है. फिर two most important, hydrogen is used in the process or the property or phenomenon जिसको occlusion बोलते हैं. Occlusion. Yeah, hydrogen is used in this property or phenomenon. ये क्या है? Listen, there are two things which I want to speak about. One of them is hydrogenation. One of them is hydrogenation of oil. And the second thing which I want to speak out is hydrogenation of coal. There are two things. Hydrogenation of oil and hydrogenation of coal. Hydrogenation का मतलब क्या? What do you mean by hydrogenation? It is addition of hydrogen. Hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen. Simple. Listen, I take oil, palm oil लिया, ठीक है ना? palm oil लिया. Oil में if I pass hydrogen, oil में अगर मैं hydrogen pass करता हूं, the hydrogen will not remain inside the oil because hydrogen is light, हल्का है, तो वो ऊपर उड़ जाएगा. So what I want is, I want my objective, my goal is hydrogen अंदर रुकना चाहिए. Hydrogen should remain inside. It should stay inside. ये मेरा objective है. ये मेरी चाह, इच्छा है. क्यों? मजा आ रहा है? नहीं. Hydrogenation of oil में, so why do I want hydrogen? As I said, क्यों चाहिए मुझे hydrogen? Hydrogen ना increases the energy of a substance. It increases the calorific value. हाइड्रोजन क्या करता है? वो सब्सटेंस जिसमें हाइड्रोजन ज्यादा होता है, it has a high energy content, high calorific value. So guys, hydrogen is useful because it increases the calorific value, basically the energy content of a substance. That is why I want to add hydrogen. And definitely it leads to formation of a semi-solid fat जिसको हम लोग वनस्पति घी बोलते हैं. I'll come to that. Hold on. So basically हाइड्रोजन जो मैंने अंदर डाला वो रुकता नहीं है. It does not stay there. It goes up. So what we do is, inside this we add a catalyst which is going to be either a nickel or platinum under high pressure at around 200 degrees Celsius. ये टेम्परेचर प्रेशर पे we put two catalysts. These are actually called, they are not called catalysts though, I call them as adsorbents. Yes, absorb नहीं, adsorb. Adsorb मतलब हाइड्रोजन इनके सरफेस पे सेटल डाउन हो जाएगा. They have a place for hydrogen to sit. So can I say hydrogen? It's very light. It needs some place, वरना वो उड़ जाएगा. So hydrogen settles on nickel or platinum because they adsorb, not absorb. Absorb मतलब अंदर लेना. Adsorb मतलब surface पे बैठना. That is the concept of adsorption. So these are adsorbents. वो लोग क्या करते हैं? उनके सरफेस पे हाइड्रोजन को स्टिक कर देते हैं, सेटल कर देते हैं. एंड नाउ कैन आई से या हाइड्रोजन अंदर रहेगा, हाइड्रोजन तेल में रहेगा, इट विल रिमेन इनसाइड एंड दिस लीड्स टू सेमी सॉलिड फैट. सेमी सॉलिड फैट वनस्पति घी बनता है यूजिंग दिस प्रोसेस. ऑन अ वेरी सिमिलर नोट there is something called as hydrogenation of coal, जिससे पेट्रोलियम बनता है. पेट्रोलियम CNG. Hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen to coal. Same method. We have या तो निकल या तो प्लैटिनम और palladium etc. These are all adsorbents. ठीक है ना? So hydrogen will settle on them. Okay, hydrogen settles on these adsorbents. Same condition, high pressure around 200 degrees Celsius, right? So these are few uses and tests for hydrogen. Okay, so hydrogen के इसके अलावा भी काफी सारे uses है, but these are the major uses which I have spoken. We also have oxidation and reduction. Yeah, so those are basic processes. Oxidation is addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen, and reduction is addition of hydrogen, removal of oxygen. Yeah. So guys, go through this chapter. It is a very simple chapter. Okay, so you can take the tests as your 10th answer. Yeah, because the 9th answer was reaction with alkalis. So test is going to be your 10th answer and 11th answer is going to be the uses. From here the uses begin. Yeah, these all come under the 11th answer, which is the uses. So basically a very simple small chapter. Okay, go through this thoroughly. Hope you have understood the entire chapter. Nothing more is left to teach in this.